Hi, hello, and welcome to Simply Shuma. This is Harish here, and I am going to today talk about the playoff scenarios. Who's going to be the top two? Who can be in the fourth position? What are the permutation combinations that are going to happen? So I've done a lot of mathematical calculation, and I'm going to have come up with the statistics. So if you really like the work that I'm doing, please press the like button, share button, and subscribe to Simply Chuma. Let's straight get on with my presentation. IPL 2021 scenarios. First, let's check out who has actually qualified for the IPL 2021 playoffs already. Delhi Capitals, Chennai Super Kings, and Royal RCB have qualified for the playoffs, and the number they are ranked 1, 2, 3, with Delhi Capitals having 20 points, Chennai Super Kings having 18 points, and RCB has 16 points. And with the net run rate, if you see, Chennai Super Kings have an advantage of plus 0.739. Next comes Delhi DC with plus 0.526, and then RCB comes with minus 0.157. This can actually make a big difference. But RCB has two matches left. CSK and Delhi have just one. Who are eyeing the fourth and final spot? KKR, MI, PBKS, and RR. Yes, all four have an opportunity actually to get inside the playoffs. Obviously, it is difficult for PBKS and RR, a little more difficult than KKR and MI. All the four have one match left. Um, and if you can see, the KKR has a better net run rate and actually a big net run rate, big lead than the others. Let's talk about the big question: which team will be the top two going to inside the playoffs? Why top two is important? It's because in the playoffs, if you are in the top two, you have two chances to get inside the finals. So the competition in between, excuse me, sorry, DC, CSK, and RCB. Which team will be the last team to qualify for the playoffs? The competition are between KKR and MI majorly, but there is an outside chance of PBKs and RR to get inside as well. What are the schedule? Let's see what are the schedule. Today we have RCB with SRH, and tomorrow we have CSK with PBKs. Tomorrow evening we have KKR with RR. Then on Friday we have double header again, but on very different and unusual um, scheduling that both the matches are going to happen simultaneously at 7:30 p.m. Pretty unique for IPL actually. Who will be the top two teams? That's the question. Let's talk about the DC scenario. If RCB loses today's match against SRH, DC immediately qualifies for the top two position because even if RCB wins their last match, they will never be able to reach 20 points. If RCB wins and if CSK loses their match tomorrow, DC immediately qualifies for the top two position. Even if um, I mean if RCB wins tomorrow's match, even if they win the last match, it doesn't matter to them. So if RCB wins tomorrow's match and CSK loses their match, immediate next match, DC immediately qualifies for the top two position, and they don't have to. The It is immaterial for the last match of DC. If RCB and CSK both win their matches, um, DC will have to win their last match against RCB to qualify. But they can qualify even if they lose because they need to make sure that they have a better net run rate than RCB, which is extremely possible because RCB has a very bad net run rate. So to catch up, it will be very difficult. Let's talk about CSK scenario. If RCB loses today's match against SRH, CSK almost assures a place in the top two as they have a huge lead when it comes to net run rate. If RCB wins and if CSK wins the match in their last game, due to a good net run rate, they qualify for the top two. And if RCB wins and if CSK loses, they will have to wait for DC and RCB match. If DC wins, CSK qualify for the top two directly. If RCB wins the last match too, then CSK will be stuck in third position. Let's talk about RCB scenario. For RCB, it's very simple. They need to win both their matches to become the top two team. They just have to win both their matches. They are at right now at 16 points, so they need to win both their matches to get 20 points. So let's talk about the war for the fourth position. Who will be the fourth team to qualify? KKR scenario. KKR has a big lead with the net run rate. So KKR should win if KKR wins their last match between RR and expect to win handsomely to make sure MI cannot reach their net run rate. They will have to win handsomely so that their MI don't even have a slight chance of making it. Um, Even if they lose, they still have a chance if MI loses their last match against SRH, which can open up a four-way tie as well. With a three-way tie for sure, four-way tie if PBKS beats CSK. With better net run rate, KKR does have a big advantage. Let's talk about MI scenario. If KKR loses tomorrow's match, MI will just have to win their last match, qualify for the playoffs. Simple. But if KKR wins their match, they will have to win handsomely to better their net run rate more than KKR's. So, how handsomely are we speaking? So, first, let's talk about how to calculate the net run rate. So, net run rate is calculated by runs scored by overs faced minus runs conceded by overs bowled. This this calculation excludes no result games, abandoned and cancelled games, and those games where the total overs have not been entered into the summary score. For KKR and MI, for KKR has hit 1948 in 239.5 overs against 1995 runs, 254.5 overs. So their run rate is plus 0.294. So if you just check out 1948 divided by 239.5 minus 1995 by 256.5, you will get plus 0.2943 or something. So their last match is with RR. Let's talk about MI. MI 1882 runs, 245.5 is their overs that they have played. Against 1935 they were scored against, and 251 overs they have bowled. So minus 0.048 is their net run rate right now. So net run rate calculation for MI, if KKR wins the next match by 1 run, if they lose, they just have to win. But if KKR wins by 1 run, let's make that assumption. MI batting first, let's say they post 200 runs and they have to win by 87 runs at least. It doesn't matter. 87 runs victory will assure that they can go ahead of KKR. But let's say if KKR beats the other team by more than 1 run, then this 87 runs will also increase. Let's talk about MI batting second. Whatever their opponent has scored, they have to win by at least reach that score by 9.2 overs, which is possible because they have done it before. MI has done it before. That's why uh, I'm reiterating the fact, because Anderson, if I'm not wrong, Corey Anderson just um, did the unimaginable by scoring 190 odd runs in 11 overs or something like that to win to make MI get into the playoffs. For PBKS and RR, is there a chance? PBKS will be expecting to win. If they want to get inside, they have to win CSK by a margin of 61 to 139 runs and expect KKR and MI to lose by a big margin. For them to get to zero net run rate, they need to win by 61 runs. And to win the current net run rate of KKR, they need to win by 139 runs. So if that is the so 61 to 139, it might go a little further also. So if they win handsomely, which I 61 to 139 is very difficult to win. If they are able to do that, they can get inside. For Royals, if they want to qualify, they can if they can win KKR by a margin of 135 to 150 runs, at least 135 to 140 runs against KKR, and expect MI to lose their match by at least 30 runs or 10 runs. Um, and also PBKs to lose their match against CSK, RR has a chance to get into the playoffs. So it is a extremely difficult chance because just imagine if they score 200 runs, they have to make the other team all out for 65 or less to get inside the playoffs. Very difficult. Let's check who's placed where. Soon, let the entertainment begin. Hope you understood the scenario. Hope you understood the calculations. If you still have doubts, please let me know. Thank you so much.